I really hate eating by myself. Are there any gentlemen here who might want company? Oh, Dutch treat, of course.
Hi, I'm Elliot Jaffa, and what we're going to talk about is how to pick up men. Bars are not time effective or cost effective, so for you ladies to meet a prince in a bar, you're going to have to sift through a lot of toads. Okay, the best time to go to bars is during happy hour, from 5 to 7:30. That's when men are there just for a drink to unwind after work. Not to say bars aren't good places to meet men, to pick them up right after work. So at 7:30, get out of the bar. Why are you afraid to pick up men?
I think there's an element of fear.
Fear of what?
Rejection.
Exactly, the fear of rejection. That's what I hear constantly. Well, I hate to tell you ladies, you've been rejected your whole lives. Mommy, can I go out and play? No. Daddy, can I have another cookie? No. This is hardcore. We're talking pickup. Because let's look at the two characteristics. Miss Sunshine is a positive person.
I'm upbeat, I make things happen, I'm not afraid of rejection, and I take risks.
Miss Doom and Gloom is looking for every possible negative.
It's too hot, it's too cold, it's raining out, I won't know anybody.
Okay, this man's getting closer to you. How do you pick him up?
Excuse me, I wonder if you could help me. Can you point me in the direction of the post office, please?
Pick something that he knows definitely where it is in the direction that he's walking. So he's going to say,
your problem is you're going in the wrong direction. The post office is 2 blocks in that direction.
No wonder I can't find it.
Yeah.
and you could stand in front of the mirror practice. Oh, no wonder I'm having trouble finding it. What do you do next?
Do you mind if I walk with you?
Oh, no, not at all.
Okay. Hi, my name is Lois.
Oh, Les.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How do you do?
So now the two of you know each other's names. You've touched, you've shaken hands. Again, you don't know how far he's walking. What do you do next?
Ask him where he's going?
Okay, you could ask him where he's going. Remember, what's your goal? Your goal is what? Let's go to the goal. What's the objective?
The clothes?
The clothes. You go for the clothes. And that's when you're going to suggest that the two of you get together. And one of the basic rules in getting together is to schedule your first post-pickup rendezvous in a bright, wide-open, airy place, such as an outdoor cafe, if the time of the year and the weather permit, a hotel lounge or a hotel lobby bar that has lots of plants, has an atrium that's bright and airy. Nothing can be safer than coffee. One thing I recommend you say is,
Gee, Les, I don't know if you're married, engaged, or in love, but would you like to get together one day next week and have a cup of coffee or a drink?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Oh, good. I'm pleased. Great.
most men will like that approach. They love to be picked up. They like gutsy women. The other thing you could do to a man is always borrow something that belongs to him. Now, you ask a man to borrow a pen. A man keeps a pen in one of two places, either the breast pocket of his jacket or his shirt pocket. So you say,
"Excuse me, do you have a pen I could borrow?"
He pulls the pen out. Now, as long as you have his pen, what's he going to do?
Track you
Stay
down.
with you.
He's going to stay with you. He's not going to say,
Yeah, that's a gold cross. You can keep it. I have several more at home.
no, he's going to stay right there with you. And I don't care if you have to take his pen and say, let's see, milk, bread, eggs. He's going to stay right with you because as long as you're holding on his pen, he's going to stay there.
As long as I have your pen, why don't you give me your name and phone number?
It's Steve.
Reverse it. Remember, it's tacky for a man to pull out a pen and ask you for your name and phone number, isn't it? But what's it look like when a lady does it with his pen? It's a whole new ball game. So try it and see what happens. You could borrow his newspaper. If you see a man carrying a newspaper,
Excuse me, could you tell me how IBM closed yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh, could I borrow your business section for a moment? Great, thank you. Oh, good. Oh, good. Great. Can I borrow your movie section for a second? Give your business back. Oh, the feature starts in half an hour. Do you want to go with me?
Sure.
Oh, good, great. Okay, here.
See what happens, because all you want is to smile. Pick the financial district, the business district, because between 12 and 1:30 any afternoon, Monday through Friday, pray that you could have the names of the men that walk by. If you had the names of those men that walk by from 12 to 1:30, Monday through Friday, you ladies would be set for life. You're on the street, you pick a nice day, and you're going to say to yourself, well, gee, I don't work in that part of town. I work in another part of town. You know what? You ever heard of annual leave? You ever heard of sick leave? How many ladies would call in sick Monday morning if they could meet a Superman? Yeah, just about every one of you, okay? So use some of that annual leave, use some of that personal leave, and go to that street in the city to pick up the men. Pick a bright, big, airy, huge supermarket where a lot of single men shop. Go up to a checker. Ask the checker, when is the best time to come in here to meet men between 25 and 32? Ask the checker. And don't be satisfied with the answer you get from one checker. Scientifically, go to a second checker to make sure you know when to go there. The checker might say Saturday mornings between 10 and 12. They might say Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays right after work. So now you know when the best time to pick up men. Wait till a man looks good to you. Pick up a steak and say, excuse me, how long are you supposed to boil this for? That's exactly what you want to do, is to get a smile, to get a chuckle out of him. Because if he looks at you like, what are you, a weirdo? Do you want anything to do with him? No. Absolutely not. So you're looking for a man who's going to smile, who's going to chuckle. Pick up a cantaloupe and say, excuse me, you look like you know about these things. Notice how when you go to hand somebody something, they automatically reach for it. Excuse me, you look like you know about these things. Is this ripe? Now back away. What's the person going to do? Whatever you do, ladies, please don't pick up a cucumber. Just imagine yourself in a supermarket. You have your cart and you say, oh, let's see, I need a blonde. Put a blonde in your cart. Oh, I'm low on redheads, let me take a redhead. And oh, I better pick up a couple brunettes. And you put a couple brunettes in your cart. That's what picking up men is. You're going shopping. Remember, who has he been meeting up till now? Miss Doom and Gloom. A lot of garbage. Okay, another great place to pick up men is an elevator. An elevator is 30 square feet. Now, a couple things. You get on the elevator and push 3, and he pushes 5. Do you have to get off at the 3rd floor? You could ride up to 5 with him. And when you get off, he's not going to turn to you and say, you pushed 3. I saw you push 3. You don't belong on the 5th floor. Because you can't go up to the 5th floor later and think, is he behind door number 1? Is he behind door number 2? Is he behind door number 3? No. One thing to do in the elevator is simply straighten his tie. Excuse me, you look like you're on the way to an important meeting. Let me straighten your tie. Elevators don't have mirrors. My tie wasn't crooked. Why are you touching my tie? You ask men, ask friends of yours. Every man would love it for a woman to straighten his tie. Whenever you see a man carrying packages.
Hi, can I help you? Something?
Oh, hi, yeah.
You got another light one?
Thanks.
I can take a light one.
Yeah, that's the light one there.
Great, okay.
Thanks very much. My house is over there.
Okay.
My name's Michael. What's yours?
Helene.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, sure.
Hold the umbrella and wait till you see a man that looks good to you, who does not have an umbrella. Sashay up to him and say,
Hi, you want to share my umbrella? But you have to carry it.
Were you going that way?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, well, sure, why not?
Oh, great, good. My name is Linda.
Oh, hi, my name's Stan.
Nice to meet you, Stan.
Nice to meet you.
Only because I have an umbrella, I know.
No, that's not true.
so umbrellas. Whenever you go to a social function, whenever you go to a party, stand on the path to the men's room. Bookstores. Any bookstore is a good place to pick up men. When you're in a restaurant, one thing you could do is say to the hostess,
I really hate eating by myself. Are there any gentlemen here who might want company? Oh, Dutch treat, of course.
ask the man if you could join him. As the hostess is showing you to your table, turn to 2 men and say,
Excuse me, gentlemen. I hate eating alone. May I join you?
Well, sure. Please sit down.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
My name's Steve.
Hi, I'm Eva.
Hi, and this is Howard.
Hi,
He's a
nice to
business
meet you,
partner.
sir.
We work at the law firm down the street.
Oh, I'm not interrupting, am I?
Oh, no, not at all. You can just...
Have you ordered already?
Yes, we have. The seafood's very good here.
Well, maybe you can recommend something for me. I've never eaten here before.
Because if you're going to wait 5 minutes to get on the airplane or 10 minutes to get into that movie theater, better you should be talking to a good-looking man in front of you than to a 62-year-old lady. Okay, airports. Airports are fantastic, that when you go to get your boarding pass, they ask you one question, only one question, which is what?
Smoking or non-smoking.
Exactly, smoking or non-smoking. Here's what I want you to say. Non-smoking on the aisle next to the best-looking man on the plane. And if he's not here yet, save the seat next to me for him. It's okay to wait for your American Airlines flight in the United Airlines. In TWA, they will let you sit there.
They've always scheduled me with breaks at O'Hare or at Atlanta. And at first I resented it because I wanted through flights. But on a Friday afternoon, O'Hare and the Atlanta airport, the whole world goes through. There's loads of good-looking men in the airports.
Most people have business cards and they use them mainly for pleasure. So collect men's business cards. Call them within 3 days and call them up and say, "Hi Bob, this is Kathy." Who? If he says who and doesn't know who you are, forget it. And let's see what's on somebody's business card. Sometimes, not to say there's anything wrong with your occupation, but you might think about getting another business card made mainly for picking up men. So rather than saying, "I'm a teacher, I'm a programmer, I'm a salesperson," not to say there's anything wrong with those occupations, simply say, "I'm a brain surgeon." Now, if you were a brain surgeon, what would you be calling yourself?
Doctor.
A doctor. What else?
A neurosurgeon.
A neurosurgeon, exactly. So when a man says to you, "What do?" You say, "I'm a brain surgeon." No, you're not. You reach in your purse, give him a business card. Kathy Jones, brain surgeon. No job too large or too small. Daytime, nighttime, Saturdays too. Right? There's a sense of humor. And that's all it is for, is to get the icebreaker, to get the smile on his face. Go to a place where there's a lot of men walking by and look for a sign, a picture, a store, a statue, something that you would like to have your picture taken next to. And you say, "Excuse me."
Excuse me, would you mind taking a picture of my dog and me?
Oh, no.
It's all set to go. I think it's all.
Okay.
Okay? Won't take you a minute.
Easy one to use,
Thank
eh?
you. Just snap it right there. Okay. You
Yeah,
ready?
some
Look at the
focus and
camera.
everything?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, look at the camera. Darling, yes,
Okay,
darling.
smile.
Oh, thanks.
go.
Okay. Oh, well, let me take one of you real quick. Okay?
Okay.
Good. His name is Boaz. Go ahead.
Oh, with the dog.
Yeah.
Boaz.
Okay, ready? Smile. Oh, great. That's cute. Oh, good.
What do you need next? You need his name and address to mail it to him. So you say,
Why don't you write down your name and address and I'll send you a copy?
Sure.
What a darling. Yes.
any dog owner will let somebody else borrow their dog.
Oh my, what a cute dog.
Oh, thank you.
Hi, boy, how are you? Hey, let's just sit down there. Hey.
His name is Boaz.
He's very cute. Boaz, eh?
My name is Brenda. Hi.
Hi, my name's Harold.
Oh, nice to meet you, Harold.
Hi. My next door neighbor when I was a kid had a dog a lot like this, same colors and everything.
They're going to tell you their whole life history with dogs. But dogs are one of the best props to pick up men. Another great way to pick up men is with a reporter's notebook. Go to a stationery store. A reporter's notebook is a thin spiral notebook. Simply walk up to a man and say,
Hi, excuse me. I'm doing an article on pickup lines. I wonder if you could tell me the most unusual line that a woman has ever used on you.
Well, I guess it was when the woman came up to me and said she was doing an article on pickup lines and what was the most unusual line I'd ever heard.
he's not going to ask you for press credentials.
You know, Ben, I have been doing this for an hour now. I could use a cup of coffee. Would you join me? I mean, seriously.
Gee, well, I've got a couple minutes, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
Why'd you join me for a cup of coffee?
Tell us of your successes. Invite us to your weddings.